Hey Tackle Warehouse fans, Mike Iaconelli back with another brand new product for ICAST 2021. We're going to continue on with the new Maxscent shapes and sizes launching here at ICAST. And this is another one that's really going to fill a niche. It's going to fill a gap in your fishing. And this is the brand new Maxscent shape. Look at that little baby, called the Little Trooper. The Little Trooper. And I want you to really look at this thing. This is what I would call a finesse crawl shape and profile. And when we look at this bait, it's just got a very natural, authentic looking body. You've got these little fat pincers, but then we've got side appendages. We've got these little antennae that actually have a curl to them. So we're going to have just a little bit of action. And then we've got these ears at the top of the body. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But, you know, when you look at that Little Trooper, it's the perfect kind of bait when you need to finesse fish, right? It's not always a power fishing situation. So when you need something a little more finesse, this Little Trooper is going to be the deal. The two main ways that I'm going to rig this thing is the one is on a Ned head. And in Ned head fishing, a short little stubby worm like the Little General is going to be perfect. But there are times when you want to dial it in to more of that crawfish mimic. That's perfect. There's also a time when you want a little more action on your Ned head. So with those side appendages, with those little curly antennae, you're going to have just a little bit of action married with that Ned rigging presentation. Those two little side ears, you heard me mention those. I want to show you that. When we rig this on a Ned head, I'm going to show you this. Those side ears are going to protrude on either side of that jig head. So you're going to get a little more fluttering action on the fall, right? It's going to catch a little more water. And it's also, when that fish grabs that jig head, it's going to give them some Maxscent material encapsulated around the head. They're going to taste it. They're going to feel it, right? So they're not just grabbing lead. They're actually grabbing some of that Maxscent. So on a Ned head, this thing's going to be perfect. But where I'm the most excited about that brand new Maxscent Little Trooper, and you know how much I love these, is on the back of a micro jig, on the back of a small compact jig. This is a little micro football jig, and when you pair that Little Trooper on the back of this micro jig, you got to see this. Look how natural and subtle this presentation is. Look at that small crawl profile on a small little micro jig. And that's something that we didn't have before. So on a Ned head, perfect. On a micro jig, perfect. In addition to being finesse, this stuff is Maxscent. And you know what that means. It's going to emit smell like no other bait out there. Smallmouth, spotted bass, even largemouth in certain situations. When smell is important, that's the bait you want to use. It's the brand new Maxscent Little Trooper by Berkley, available at Tackle Warehouse right now for pre-order. Try some of these. It's the ultimate finesse fishing.